So you want to be a content creator, but you don't know exactly where to start. My name is Marcel, and I want you to keep watching as I am planning to help you all in the areas of how to start a YouTube channel, how to grow your YouTube channel, using the analytics in the Creator Studio to monitor the health of your channel, what equipment you might want to consider using, as well as software that you can use to edit your videos. I appreciate you all for joining, and let's dive into it. Once again, my name is Marcel, and I'm here to help guide you in creating or sustaining the health of your YouTube channel. This personal channel is a second YouTube channel of mine that I've kind of branched off from my wife and I's joint channel, which is known as Jamila and Marcel. Jamila and I have accumulated close to 13,000 subscribers in the past few years, and I want to use my knowledge with that channel in combination with this personal channel here on how we grew our YouTube channel and some advice that you can have to kind of help you get through the learning curve of trying to establish a new channel. And what I plan on doing for the next couple of videos is releasing in increments of how to start a YouTube channel, how to shoot your first video, how to edit, what type of equipment you want to use, monitoring the health with the analytics through the Creator Studio, so on and so forth. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of those videos. Make sure that you have your notifications turned on so when I release the video, you're not missing out in action. So today's video is all about how to create your YouTube channel and preparing to record your first video. So make sure that you have a pen and pad out. Make sure that you have something up that you can take notes on, because we're about to dive directly into it. The biggest thing that people need to do when they are creating their YouTube channel is develop your purpose, or what the YouTube community likes referring to as your niche, your niche. What is your purpose on YouTube? A lot of times when people create a YouTube channel, they may not have that identity. And I want you to list down some words on a sheet of paper, maybe 5 things. What are you trying to achieve in your YouTube channel? Now, when you develop your purpose, think about the category that you want your YouTube channel to be framed in. See, my YouTube channel is all about lifestyle. Jamila and Marcel is all about lifestyle. So lifestyle can kind of fulfill the niche of vlogging. But some of you all who are watching this video, you might be interested in beauty and health. You may be interested in travel. You may be interested in gaming. A plethora of things that you can categorize your YouTube channel. But when you develop your niche, I want you to think about, what do you want your viewers and your subscribers to take away from your video? Is it purely entertainment? Is it to better their lifestyle? Is it advice on how to apply makeup or how to trim up a beard? I don't know. Whatever you're interested in, make sure that you have a clear defined purpose, because a lot of times when people create YouTube channels, they kind of have the tendency of going all over the place. Maybe I want to vlog, maybe I want to do beauty, maybe I want to do gaming. And you have to realize that people subscribe to your channel for, honestly, sometimes one specific reason. They might subscribe to you just because of your gaming. So you want to make sure that you kind of narrow down the purpose of your channel, so that way you can grow a community who is interested in that one thing. Because when you start mixing and matching niches or niches, people sometimes have the tendency of saying, well, I don't want to commit to this channel because there's things on here that I'm just purely not interested in. And you would think that, hey, maybe they just won't watch those videos. But people are fickle, and if they see anything that does not align with their purpose of being on YouTube, they're either A, not going to subscribe, or they're going to unsubscribe from your channel, and that's not what we want. So first things first, create a niche. Once you have identified your purpose on the platform, begin creating your channel. I recommend creating a brand new Gmail account. Don't use a personal email. I recommend using a professional Gmail email account. Go ahead and establish a new one, so that way when you start getting those brand deals, when you start getting those sponsorships, you can clearly separate it from your personal life. Once you create that professional email, go ahead and go on to YouTube. Once you get on to YouTube, you can simply go to the Creator Studio, you sign into YouTube. Underneath that new email, you do not need to create a Creator Studio. It automatically comes with your new YouTube account. And once you click on the YouTube Studio, you're gonna see a whole bunch of things. It's gonna say total subscribers, it's gonna say 0, it's gonna say 0 watch time, it's gonna say a whole lot of zeros, but that's okay because we're starting here and we're gonna eventually build up to the point where your dashboard is gonna reflect the goals that we're gonna outline through these series of videos. But when you click on there, what I want you to do is go ahead and get familiar, click on the dashboard, click on the content tab, click on the analytics, become familiar with the Creator Studio. So once you begin creating videos, you can begin tracking its progress and you can learn quick shortcuts on how to get the comments and the analytics tab as well. Now that you have created your YouTube channel, you got your purpose and you know where everything is on the Creator Studio, I want you to start considering planning out your first video. Now, before we get a deep dive on recording your first video, I want to talk about equipment. See, a lot of times when people hear YouTube video, they think high-tech cameras. And I'm here to tell you, you can go the high-tech camera route, that's totally fine, but you don't have to. There are a lot of phones today, Samsung, Galaxy have great quality. They can shoot up to 8K. You can record with an iPhone, shoot up to 4K or 8K. I'm not sure what the iPhone's going to. I'm a Galaxy guy. Don't click off this video if you're an iPhone user. I'm Team Galaxy over here, Team Android. Team Droid, where you at? But don't think that you have to. But I do want to clarify some things if you go with your phone. A lot of phones don't have the ability to stabilize a video. And a lot of cameras like the one that I'm using here, I'll show you what it looks like with this one because I have two of these. So this is the Canon G7X Mark II. This is the camera that I use to vlog all of my videos. This is what you all are on right now. And this has an internal built stabilizer. When you use your phone, you don't get that option a lot of times. And what do I mean by stabilization? You don't want to watch a video where the camera is just rocking all over the place, the video because you're walking. The stabilizer helps stabilize and keep the image as buttery smooth as possible. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's a way that you can stabilize videos with things like Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro. I'll show you all that on another video. But for right now, keep that in consideration. Now, for me, I prefer to go the route of using the camera. I'll use my phone in case I didn't bring the vlogging camera due to like an event that we're going to, and I just brought the phone. I got maybe some quick images and videos. But I like the G7X Mark II. I want to show you all the camera that my wife uses. My wife uses the M50. This camera here comes with a port that you can plug in an external mic. That's very important because a lot of times the internal mics on cameras or phones are very bad. So she has her Rode mic attached to it. This is her setup right here. It does come with an additional lens or a detachable lens to where if you want to upgrade your lens and you can get a much better clarity of a shot, consider that as well. Now, the only thing I want to highlight here, if you're interested in buying this camera and all the equipment I'm listing, it is in the description of this video. But only thing I want to show you all about this camera versus the camera that I'm recording off of is, do you want a screen that flips out to the side or do you want the screen to flip up vertically? Now, here's the difference between the two, and it's very important for you to consider this. I do not like when I see creators not staring directly into the lens, right? And I know it's really hard, especially as a creator, because you're technically talking to an inanimate object. When you're looking at the screen and not the lens, what happens is it starts to look like this when you're talking to the video and you're not making direct eye contact because you're just simply looking at yourself talking and you're just trying to check your surroundings and it feels like you're not talking to your audience. That's why I elect to get this camera that has the screen that flips over top, because right now it looks like I'm looking at the lens. I'm not looking at the lens, I'm looking at the screen, but because it's in alignment with the camera lens, it gives the appearance that I'm still looking at you all directly when I'm actually just looking at myself talking, and I'm just making sure that everything looks fine. There's nothing crazy going on in the background. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to select a camera. If you want to go with the screen flipping out to the side, just keep in mind that it's okay to just check over there, but focus here. But if you want the luxury of looking at the screen the whole time and you're not staring over here to the side and it becomes distracting to your viewers, elect to get a screen that flips up top. The only thing about the G7X Mark II as well as the Mark III and the Mark I is that you don't have the luxury that my wife's camera has with the port to plug in an external mic. So you are stuck with using the mic that is here in the camera, which is not that great of quality, especially when you're trying to do a sit down video. So there's a lot of times when I'm editing, I have to isolate the voice so I can remove the background noise so it's not super distracting to my audience. We'll talk about that again as we get deeper into the series with editing videos, but just keep that in mind. But this is the Canon EOS M50. This is the G7X Mark II. And these two cameras we use. And if you're just starting and you can't afford a $600, $700, $800 camera, it's okay. Use your phone. Use your phone. But just keep in mind when you're using your phone that when you're trying to transfer footage, say from an iPhone, and maybe you have a Mac that you're going to be editing off of, you want to make sure that the file sizes aren't too large because you're not going to be able to easily airdrop it to your laptop. And if you're like me who works off a Mac religiously every single day, but you have a Droid, it's not really easy to get files from your phone to your computer. So I recommend if you do want to use your phone, consider using a phone that comes with a micro SD card so it's easily able to insert and take out and plug in directly into your computer so you can easily transfer those files. And at the very minimum recording specs, please make sure that you're recording on 1080. Nobody wants to watch what looks like what was recorded on the toaster. Record at minimum on 1080 HD. If you got the capability to record and edit on 4K, it's not necessary. Don't think just because you're recording your video on 4K, it's gonna make your video 1,000 times better. It's not. Same thing for 8K. Just 1080 it out, move on. Next piece of equipment. If you're in the lifestyle industry or if you're in the tech space and you wanna do things like cinematography type films, consider buying a drone. So this one right here is the Mavic Mini. This came out maybe like 3 years ago. I still use it sparingly. I need to get back on it. Once the pandemic hit, it kind of, you know, stopped traveling and I stopped using it. But this one is really, really small. The mass of it is below 250 grams. So that's beneficial because if it's above 250 grams, like this monster of a Phantom that I also have, you're gonna have to register it with the FAA, and it's not like super expensive, but who feels like paying $1,000, $200, $400, $500 for a drone, and then you gotta get permission to fly and you spend money for the licensing and all that type of stuff. So get you a small Mavic Mini. You can get it on Amazon. I have a link for this also in the description. You can go on DJI's direct website as well if you're interested in flying drones. But drones always ups the quality of vlogs. In the event that you're traveling somewhere and you want to get like a nice aerial shot, consider doing that. Before we get into recording your first video and the equipment that you're going to need to use to record your first video, I want you to design your YouTube channel. So what does that include? Pick a really nice profile picture, something that is like a good shot of your face so people can easily identify you if they were to click on your video and to come back for more and more. So get a profile picture. And I also want you to go to a website that's known as Canva. Canva is not a brand new website. A lot of people are very familiar with Canva, but Canva is where we create all of our banners for our YouTube channel. This is where we create all of our thumbnails. Canva is a really, really good site. I may do a separate video on Canva altogether, but what I want you to do is when you go onto Canva, you can get a pro option, you can get a basic option, which is free. Pro, I think, comes at this price of $12 a month, but I'll do a whole separate video on Canva on how to design thumbnails, how to design banners. But if you go on to Canva, create a new account. If you have one, perfect. If you see the search bar at the very top, only thing that you have to do is say, if I want to create a YouTube thumbnail, just type in YouTube thumbnail. It'll give you templates, it'll give you prompts, it'll give you a whole bunch of text fonts. It is really, really good to use. You can also type in YouTube banner so that when you click on someone's channel, you have that long, thin banner up there at the top. You could also design it there as well. So create a Canva account. I promise you it's gonna save your life down the road. All right, now that we talked about how to establish and create your YouTube channel, let's get to creating content. Content is so important when it comes to the planning process. And what I would recommend for you all to do, instead of just picking up a camera, and especially for my lifestyle vloggers out there that just think that since I'm gonna just pick up a camera and start recording myself, people are just automatically going to subscribe to it. They're not. No matter how cool cool your life you think it might be. And your life might be really, really cool. People are not going to automatically subscribe to it because I need to be able to take something away from it. That's why I told you when you're creating your purpose for it, what are your subscribers going to take away from your video? What's going to keep them wanting to come back for more? I want you to plan out your videos. Write out 3 videos that you want to do. The first video could be an intro video. You can use that as a trailer as well. I'll show you all how to set trailers on your channel on another video. But what are your first 3 videos? Maybe you want to do a trailer to say, hey, this is who I am. This is what you can expect to get from my YouTube channel. Second video, if you want to be a lifestyle vlogger, what is your first vlog going to be about? What do you want your subscribers to take away from each video? Topic videos. So for me, for example, when I create my videos, I always try to have a theme in each video. Is it health related? Like, am I going to the doctor? Am I going to work out? I'm a teacher, I'm an educator. Am I taking my viewers to school with me so they can see what an average day in the life of a teacher is? No matter what your video is, make sure that it has a clear purpose that can reach your audience so that if they can relate to it and they find it interesting, they might subscribe, because subscribers are important. And I know no matter what you're creating your YouTube channel for, we all want subscribers. And the majority of us, even the minority who don't want to admit, we want to monetize these channels. And if you're trying to get your channel monetized, you may or may not know you need at least 1,000 subscribers in the combination of either or 4,000 watch hours or 10 million views on shorts. It can be very challenging to get these things. So in order for you to get said items to monetize your channel and become a YouTube partner, you need to make sure that you're creating a community that wants to subscribe to who you are as a person. A lot of times when people create YouTube channels, they oftentimes mimic their favorite YouTubers that they're watching. Don't do that. People are not going to subscribe to you because you are mimicking another YouTuber that they might already be subscribed to. So why would I subscribe to you when I can get the real deal McCoy thing over here? Be yourself. People are going to subscribe to you for who you are as a person. Don't try to mimic what other people do. Don't try to mimic conversation, cadences, how they talk. Those type of things will cause viewers to either A, call you out, or just not subscribe to you and click off your video. Be yourself. You'll be surprised with the billions of YouTube accounts there are. And I promise you, at least 100,000 people, if they find you and they really like you, are going to subscribe to you. It's a journey. It's going to be challenging, more challenging for others than for some. But I promise you, everything's going to be okay if you stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself and your niche, your purpose, and even display your purpose, your true personality. That's what people are going to subscribe to, who you are as a person. And always stick to that. And I promise you, it may not be easy, but it's going to pay off somewhere down the line. Learn to love to create videos without a cent being made. Because if you can do something for free, if you can enjoy doing it for free, it's only going to be that much better once you start getting paid. Don't worry about the money right now. Focus on creating content that you like and you enjoy making, and that's going to benefit other people from watching. Build a community that's going to be beneficial to others, and I promise you, somewhere down the line, you're going to start reaping the rewards. And now when it's time to begin executing your video, shooting, recording it, I want to say this. I think this is very important. Have high energy, right? Right now, I'm being very high energy in how I'm expressing, but imagine if I was just on here like, all right, y'all, for the next part, let's just be high energy and have high energy. We're in a society that people want to be entertained. They want to be, you want your video to keep them alert. And that brings me to my next point. Don't take 30 minutes to say something that could be said in a minute. Because again, the attention span of the audience is very low. And on your YouTube channel, there are up next or recommended videos right there waiting for them to be clicked on, and you don't want them to lose their attention span to where it's like, all right, let me go check out this video. Because when the viewers don't watch a large percentage of your video, that tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, something's not right with this video. let's not push this out to the next person. You want people to continue watching the video, accumulate those hours. So the algorithm looks at it and say, you know what, this is keeping people on our platform for a long time. Let's keep them here, right? So viewership is very important, and you gotta stay clear and concise with the information to keep your viewers constantly going. So imagine, right, if I was trying to teach you all about this and I'm just speaking all, monotone, my energy's low, I'm taking forever long to get something out. There's a time and a place to speak like this, but this ain't the time. You gotta be high energy. You have to be high energy to keep your viewers in the game. Let's take a quick pause. If you are enjoying this video, you've been here for a while, like this video, subscribe to me, because I got a lot more information and gems that I'm gonna be dropping for y'all. And just know, if you're doing videos, it's okay to reshoot. You are not shooting a live video. So if you feel like you did not get that point out clear and concisely, reshoot it. Reshoot the video. Reshoot that scene. It's okay to reshoot a scene because it's going to make your video better. And that may take practicing and recording off camera before you hit that record button, but it's okay to reshoot a scene. And I also want to recommend, when you're shooting your video, whether it's a sit down or a vlog, make sure that, again, that the pacing is, respected to the scene. Again, if it doesn't take more than a minute to say something, don't take 5 minutes saying it. But if you need to slow it down so you get your point across, slow it down. It's okay to have high speed, low speed, high speed, low speed, because you don't want to exhaust your viewership because you're talking at a very, very high pace, and you don't want to bore them because you're talking at a very slow pace. Have times where you can kind of gauge the pacing a little bit so your viewers mentally have time to refresh and they can fully capture and hear what you're trying to say to them. And it brings me to my next point about being engaging. Now, I'm a teacher, right? And I know that my lessons have to be engaging to keep the students' attention, just how I'm trying to be engaging with you all here today. Make sure that your videos are engaging, so when people are watching your video, they stay alert, they stay literally with you word for word, because again, the attention span is short. Stay engaging. You can do that by asking questions, requesting them to subscribe, requesting them to comment, requesting for them to like the video. That's what's known as call to actions. Call to actions can keep your viewers engaged directly with your video. And try to optimize the comments. Ask them questions, ask them to respond to something, ask for them to give advice, because when they are engaging, not only are you creating a community, because you're going to respond back to those comments to show them that you appreciate not only taking their time to watch your video, but also to comment on your video, create that community. I want for them to come back for more. Be engaging. Talk with your hands. Don't have a video camera watching you eat a bowl of oatmeal for 10 minutes. Nobody, stuff like that when I watch, and I'm not trying to talk about anybody, because I've seen a lot of content creators that do stuff like that. No one wants to watch you eat a bowl of cereal for 10 minutes and you're talking to other people in the background, unless the conversation is interesting. But I clicked here to engage with you, right? Be engaging with your audience. That's all I'm gonna say. I can vent about that for a long time. I'm not gonna do that, but teachers own. What I want to do here today, as a teacher, I know that I can't chunk a whole bunch of information in on one video. I want to put a pause on everything. I want to recap what we learned today, which is how to create a YouTube channel, how to edit your YouTube channel so when viewers come on they can see your profile pic, your channel banner, how to plan your YouTube channel videos, how to plan using the equipment that you want to use, the variety of equipment that you can use. And I want you to finish off by planning your first video and executing that video. And when you all come back on next time for video 2, I'm going to show you all what equipment that you can use with editing. I edit with Final Cut Pro, and I'm going to have a sample video to show you all my tips and tricks and hacks of what I do using Final Cut Pro. So that's your homework. Do all the things we listed in this video. I want you to, if you have a Mac, right? If you have a Mac, I have a link in the description for the one I use. I have a link in the description for the one that Jamila uses. I'm not telling you go out there and buy a Mac, but I love using the Mac. Jamila loves using her Mac to edit. A lot of major content creators have Macs. You don't need a Mac to edit. There are software that you can use on your phone, but if you have a Mac, what I want you to do is go to Google, just type in Final Cut Pro free trial. You will get 90 days for free. Start playing with it. I'm gonna show you a step-by-step on how to use Final Cut Pro when you all return to me on the next time, which would be next week. So subscribe, turn on your post notifications, so when I release the next video that's content creation, you'll be subscribed to it and you'll watch it. I hope that this video helped. It's a little bit longer than I was expecting for it to be, but I didn't want to miss out on leaving out good information that could benefit you all. So let's take it step by step. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment. I'll be sure to get to you. I hope that this video is beneficial, but make sure you come back next week to learn how to edit your first YouTube video. Thank y'all so much for watching. My name is Marcel and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace out.